He sent a video where Osho is just a small extract from some video that Osho is. Vinod Khanna is saying that whatever is happening in the ashram, he is so blessed that he is here and his life is being transformed. So Osho is saying that I have met this ashram, I have created this ashram. I am not quoting because I forget all those things. Just so that you can flower, your possibilities can be manifested. So whatever is hidden within you will blossom. I don't know why he sent, but this was like a kind of, he was inviting me to Instagram, so I'm not interested in Instagram and so many things. Or maybe there is unconscious in his unconscious. He is trying to advertise his ashram which they are creating. And he was saying in that discourse of Osho was saying that just by words nothing will happen. You need real experience. So because maybe I have shared one that also quotations from some enlightened people. First I was not going to share, I just wanted to share it in vibrant group, which is general kind of group, and they are not all Osho sannyasins and maybe in Oasis. But then I thought, let me share. If someone, I know that those things, people are lagging so behind that they cannot grasp all those things. They may have intellectually, they can create an illusion that they are understanding, but it's beyond their, because they are so mad inside. But a mad person can also feel that he or she is becoming enlightened. When a person cannot even give up eating pork and beef and all kind of animals. So then you have to remain in that hell. You have yourself created the hell. So I don't know why what was the need to share that and why he is inviting me in Instagram, but it looked like that can be an unconscious. His unconsciousness is feeling that the ashram which they are creating, wonders will happen there. But when two blind people full of negativity and full of greed and all those things are creating it, you can create a place where there will be a lot of greenery. So people will like it for a while when they go, but within 1-2 days they will, or if they have maturity, they can, if you are providing them food, they can remain there on their own. But you are not going to benefit them in any way. And most of the people are just like that. They cannot even discriminate. They are only interested in escaping, so it can be a good escape for some time. And if they are getting food, then they will remain there for some time. So I also wrote first that दिल को बहलाने के लिए गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है. Ghalib was one Indian poet. He has written about heaven. हमें मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल को बहलाने के लिए गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है. That means I know the reality of your paradise, but just to entertain your mind, this is a good idea. You can just play with this idea. So I said in Hindi, अपने ज्ञान को अपने गांव में रखो. That means keep your knowledge in your village. But what I mean was something else. Gaon is very near to the Hindi word for asshole. So I said you keep your knowledge in your asshole. He must have understood what I am meaning. So maybe he will now be little fearful not to, or maybe he will send after some time something else. The same kind of game Tanoj was also playing. He will share something of someone. What is the need? I am sharing whatever is needed there. You don't need to share anything. I have nothing to learn from Deepak Chopra or people like that. Intellect. As far as information is concerned, I am ready to learn from anyone. But they are not meditative people. He may have meditated, but that meditation is all superficial. Because people don't have that much guts that they are ready to sacrifice everything to know the truth, even their life. Now that he is ready to go to jail, so let us see what happens. But maybe he is going to jail because he will be going to jail because he may have taken a lot of loans from Army, Air Force. And he may not be, now he may have declared I am bankrupt. So that may be also one of the reasons. But you cannot leave Air Force and Army and Defense Services like this. They may have signed some contract that at least you will be there if there is no real valid reason. So a person who joins first Air Force and he calls himself a spiritual person or a meditator, and then he has to leave, then why? He should have been alert enough, aware enough not to join. Because a person who is only interested in spirituality, these jobs are not for that person. Here you cannot play your own games. This is not a place for entertainment. They need people who are totally dedicated. It's like being a sannyasi. If you are with a master, then you have to be 100% committed. Otherwise, you are just a joker, which most of the people are. They don't know what it means. Because commitment cannot happen from one side only. Slowly, I was learning from all these unconscious people that why should I be that much committed? When they are not ready to share anything, which can create some discomfort in their life. They just need entertainment. And then what is the point? Even if I give my everything, nothing is going to happen to them, because they are totally immature people. No, you can ask that question, but
Swami said that I am never at home but in a house. So my question is, what does it mean to be at home?
so what you think? You are at home?
When I say at home, that time I mean physically. I don't mean spiritually.
I know what you mean, but I will always indicate towards the real. Why should I? Everyone issues, but still people are not at home. We are living in houses, not at home, because there is no love. Love is missing, so where is home? There is no home. Very few people may be living in home. Their percentage is below 1%. So you are not that fortunate. You may wear masks, but it is very obvious you are not living at home. You and your mother are like two side of the railway. What it is, the rail on which the
Railway track.
railway track. Two sides. You are two sides. You never meet. You may try to be hypocrite that you are meeting, but you are not meeting. You cannot meet, because both of you are full of your own bullshit, and both of you are stubborn. Even if one person is all right, then also the meeting will not happen, because the other will start assuming and concluding that this one is surrendering to me, so this man has no backbone. So meeting is not possible until and unless both of you are sane. Osho says that there are only two type of people. Either you are enlightened or you are an idiot. I say also, either you are enlightened or you are in illusion. Either you are enlightened or you are enchanted. You are hypnotized. You are living in your own dream world. So, what I mean is that if you are at home, you are at home everywhere. You have reached where you wanted to reach. You have found your very center. So there is nowhere to go now. Nothing to achieve. Because your essence is already perfect. If you are trying to make it perfect, you will pollute it, you will corrupt it. But you are never relaxed enough, you are never so desireless. You are never here now. That you will see it. And once you have seen it, all your madness, all your obsession will disappear. But to see it, but to realize it, you need to be without fever. Whatever you are desiring is all of the all outside things. You don't have the maturity go to the very depth of your own being. Once you have found it, then there is nothing to find. Then you can create. Whatever is hidden inside, you can express, you can let it manifest. Even you say, I am at home. How can you be at home when inside everything is disturbed? When inside everything is trembling. There are so many ripples on the lake, so many bubbles. How can you relax? How can you be at home? As long as the seeker is there, you are seeking something. You cannot be at home. If you go deeper inside, you will find there is no seeker. There is only awareness, there is only consciousness, which was always there, which is eternal, which was, which is, and which will remain. If you have reached to your home, then once your body is dissolved, then there will be no birth for you. Because desires are the seed. You have destroyed the seed. You have burned the seed, so there will be no birth. But awareness will remain. Awareness is not your personal thing. It will function through other bodies. Now you don't need, you have passed all the examination. Now you don't need to take any form. So when one remains, you cannot experience anything. To experience something, two is needed. If there is only one, who will experience whom? So then the awareness becomes unmanifest for you. You have known what has to be known. So when you go deeper inside, you will find there is no I, there is no seeker. When you go to the very center, then your seeking will drop. Because if there is no seeker, who will seek? Now you are seeking even AI, and you want to make a husband of AI. So that shows that you are just mustache baby, just a small child. Childish, not even child. All these things people are going from one ashram to another, from one master to another, from one technique to another. These are all games. These are all circus. If you are a sincere person, you will go to the very depth and find what is your real nature. Your real nature is of emptiness, but it is full of emptiness. Once you are settled with it, then you don't need anyone to entertain you. You are enough unto yourself. Then you can declare, I celebrate myself, like Walt Whitman. Because it has infinite possibility. Then you are no longer a psychological slave. Because you are not free from your mind, not free from your psychology. So the whole life you are running from this place to that place, from that master to this master to that master. That shows how much greedy you are, how fearful you are, how insecure you are. You are not in search of home. You are in search of experiences. And who is in search of experiences? The experiencer, the I, the seeker. The real is always here now. So then all your search will dissolve, finish. But if you are again in search of worldly things, in search of women or wine or riches and other experiences, then nothing has happened to you. But most of the people, they are not in search of truth. They are always seeker. And a seeker is a sick man. As long as you are sick, you will be a seeker. That which is always here now. But your mind is never silent. What they call no mind in Zen. You are never in that no mind state. If you are not greedy, if you are not fearful, then one master is enough for you. And wherever you are, you can know the truth there also. If you are in the right state, if you are not in the right state, you can be anywhere, you will still miss. You can be in heaven, you can be with the greatest enlightened master. Still you will miss. People have missed all the great enlightened master.
It's done.
But people are not in search of home. They are all, even in spiritual world, they are in search of houses. So from one ashram to another, from one group to another, from one therapy to another, they somehow keep themselves occupied and then they can forget their madness. That's why this thing doesn't appeal to people who are full of greed and fear and ambitions. If you are making an ashram, this will be a new kind of attachment. You are living in a family, now you have created an ashram. When an ashram happens on its own around someone who has become awake, then it will have some beauty. Otherwise, there also you will sooner or later try to kill each other. Because who will have more money? Who will be the boss? Those things will arise. The same worldly games will happen there also. But if the person who is really mature, he knows that if my space is not right, I am responsible. I cannot expect from other people that they will make my mind silent and peaceful. I may be doing things which is creating. They may be also doing things but it is my freedom how much I will take from others. The situation may be outside totally bleak, but I should be intelligent enough, wise enough not to allow other people to make me into their slave. I should not dance at their tune. And if you are just in search of good place, nice place, very everything is perfect, if you are going there for few days, after some time you will have to be back at your own place. Puna mushko bhava. Again you were having the illusion that you have become the lion. Now again you are reduced to being a rat. लौट के बुद्धू घर को आए. The stupid person again returned back to his home. His house, better word. And even if you remain there, after some time, again your mind will go on creating problems, because the real problem creator is your own mind. Wherever you are, if you are carrying your mind, it will create problems, it will create hell. So leave the mind where, if you are going anywhere, then you don't need to go anywhere. Wherever you are, it is all right. And once you are at home anywhere, then you can go anywhere, it's all right. Then wherever you are at home.
Yes, Swami. Swami, do you think that me and Bhupender, these two things are our biggest obstacle? Number one is we trust our own mind too much. Number two is we think we are very smart by doing that. Do you agree that these two are our main weaknesses?
You trust nothing. If you trust yourself also totally, then you will be able to trust the real person also. If trust is there anywhere, you will trust anything which should be trusted, because you have no trust in yourself. That's why you cannot trust anyone. And you don't know the right use of the mind. Otherwise, there is no need to be cunning and clever and trying to be too smart. Mind is not the criminal. The criminal is your being unconscious. Otherwise, the King Janak, he said, Mera mujhko namaskar. I bow down to myself, because yourself is the self of everyone. Once you have found yourself, your real nature, then you have found the real nature of everyone. Once you have tasted the sea water anywhere, you have tasted the sea water of everywhere. So, if you really trust anything totally, then you cannot remain away from truth for long. But we are never total in anything. We are divided, we are partial, half-hearted. If you or him is trusting anything, then you cannot teach anyone. Trust is a very big word. And everyone knows that somewhere the mind is just a programmed computer. So how can you trust the mind? You know that there is something which is the master of mind, which it may not be very in an unclouded state, but it is there. Otherwise, if you just listen to the mind, you will be in madhouse, because mind has thousands of things inside. So you cannot be one person then. Once you have known your very essence, your very depth, your this pure consciousness, then you will know the master is inside you. The outside master is just indicating towards your own inner master. It's all right now, enough.
All right, Swami.